Gosh. Well, today is day 36 and 37. I fell asleep last night and forgot to do my video last night, and so I'm going to combine them today. Never know, you might get two tomorrow or something like that. But anyway, my issue today is the cell phone. We have asked our AmeriCorps and our interns to turn in their cell phones every day when they come to work. And the reason is because we are looking after kids. We are doing activities with kids, and they find themselves, for whatever reason, always need to be on their cell phone texting or making phone calls, charging their phone, whatever, and it's a distraction. And today, when telling them that, it just got really quiet and it seemed to get really difficult. But if they worked anywhere else, they wouldn't be allowed to have their cell phones out. They wouldn't even be allowed to have them on their person while they were on the job. And if they were caught with them, they would be terminated. But for some reason, they think because they're working with kids that it's okay, that they don't have to pay attention. But what they fail to realize is how they treat people's children and look after people's children today will be the very reason they have problems later. And I say that because if you mistreat and you don't pay attention watching someone else's children today, later on when you begin to watch children or have to send your children to a daycare or to a place where people are supposed to be looking after them, you won't trust them. You won't be able to do it. Why? Because you know what you did in the past, because you think everybody's just like you. And so it's important that we remember that, whatever we sow today will manifest itself later in our own lives. And so it seems something as silly as a cell phone. Man, sometimes I want to go back to 1977 before we had answer machines and pagers and all that other stuff, where if I wasn't available, I just wasn't available. But nowadays, it's like when people have the ability to have contact with you 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, it just really gets difficult and it gets frustrating. Then people think that your world revolves around them, that every time you call, every time you text, they're supposed to respond immediately. People are getting upset because you don't respond on a text immediately. Well, maybe I was busy. Maybe something else was going on. Maybe something, maybe something important was happening and I needed to pay attention to that. And the fact whether or not I'm coming to pick you up or whether or not you want to know where it is we're going to go meet to eat isn't as important as the thing in front of me at the moment. So anyway, that's my little rant for this afternoon. I just began to think about it again as we, just as I'm ending the day and thinking about cell phones. Man, what would the world be if we didn't have them? Talk to you tomorrow.